What's going on, everybody? This is ODC, that's me, and I'm back with another action figure review. This is my review of the Marvel Legends Infinite Series Guardians of the Galaxy Iron Man figure. This is also known as the Groot Wave, in case you were wondering. It includes the right leg of Groot, I believe. I believe that's the right leg. I think. Pretty sure. Anyway, this is pretty nice window display here. On the side you have a picture of Iron Man. On the other side, another picture of Iron Man. As you can see, I'm not going to waste any time with this review. I'm just going to get through the packaging as fast as possible. You have a picture of Iron Man on the back. The other figures in the wave, which are the Groot Build-A-Figure right here. And then you have Star-Lord, Gamora, Rocket Raccoon, Drax, Nova, and Iron Man himself. So let's get Iron Man out of packaging, take a closer look at him, and we'll be right back. Okay, and we're back with Iron Man out of packaging, and I can say that I was a big fan of this this body mold. And if you're not familiar with who it is, it's the same thing as the Bleeding Edge Armor Iron Man from the Iron Man movie series wave, also known as the Ironmonger wave. It's basically the same base body as that, with a little bit of additions. Obviously the head sculpt is much different. The addition of the armored shoulder pads here. There's a couple other differences which I'll point out right now. On his wrists here, this is a much different sculpt here around his forearm, and obviously he's got some, it looks like 4 little blasters right there, or missile launchers, or whatever you want to call it. Those were not on the Bleeding Edge Armor, which I will show you right now. There's the comparison. As you can see, they are much different. Actually, I think the full arm up to the shoulder it's all different. It's all different sculpt, everything. As you can see there, the lines are much different. Actually, this bicep here looks much bigger than this bicep. So they did use some differences here, but you can see the similarities as well. You can see the sculpted dots here, and the sculpted dots there as well. I would say that this arc reactor is much better detailed. You can see a kind of a transition between a yellow, an orange, and a red going throughout this arc reactor, where this one is just plain Jane blue. Got to get around to put some white dots in there. As far as the feet go, though, I'm pretty sure those are the same. The legs look the same. Yeah, the legs are pretty much the same. The upper torso is the same. Everything's pretty much the same except for the heads, and I would say the arms from the biceps down, and obviously the shoulder pads. So there's your size comparison there. Pretty much the same body, just a little bit of differences. And I don't mind the little tweaks, to be honest with you. I think that this is a great body mold to use for Iron Man. It's a bigger, taller, bulkier Iron Man. And I mean, let's be honest, if a guy's wearing a suit of armor, he's supposed to be a little bit taller and a little bit bulkier. Yeah, he stands nicely, very easy to stand. I really like this body mold for Iron Man. It's very well done. I can't stress that enough. I would say if they could improve on this figure, maybe give him an interchangeable hand here. Even if it's just one, to give him this maybe 2 optic blasts, or not optic blasts, excuse me, not optic. His repulsors, excuse me guys, I know, you're probably correcting me in the comments below. They're repulsors! I know, I forgot for a second, it happens. Yeah, an interchangeable hand here instead of just having 1 fist hand and 1 open hand. 2 open hands would be nice. But as far as his articulation goes, his head does move side to side, and it can look up, and these tend to pop off very easily. Sorry, didn't mention that, by the way. His head does look up about that far, and it does look down. Okay, pretty well, actually. Let's see if we got some jive turkeys. Little jive turkey. Just a little baby jive turkey. His arms do go up about this far, but when you're doing that, those tend to pop off just like that. So if you move them up too far, they're going to pop off. But you can just reconnect them. There are peg holes right there. So his arms go up about that far and they go down. They can do a full 360. He's got the bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. He's got the wrist hinge, which works nicely, and a wrist swivel. He does have the ab crunch going forward, more so going back than forward, so you can get him into a really good flying pose even if you push his head all the way back. So there you go. He does have a waist swivel, T-jointed hips, which go out and forward and back nicely, upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees, and he's got the ankle hinge, goes forward and back, and the beautiful ankle pivot. Very nice. Very nice and clean. So looking good. Like I said, I'll just reconnect these. No big deal there at all. But let's get to our Build-A-Figure piece here, which I didn't point out as I'm doing this on camera, and this is taking up a lot of time. Sorry guys. There you go. Stand him in the back there. Stay. He does come with the right leg, and it was the right leg of Build-A-Figure Groot. So now we have the right leg, stand, the lower torso, upper torso, and both arms. We're just waiting on Gamora now. Come on, Gamora. And then we will have Groot, and I'll be very happy to have Groot, and I'm definitely going to use that Groot with my comic version. As my comic version, because that's probably the only Groot we're ever going to get. As far as right now, I would say. Maybe that'll change, but yeah, I actually like this figure. I think he's pretty decent. A lot of people were kind of like, meh, another Iron Man. I don't mind it. If this is the suit, now I don't recollect him building this suit. Now it says on the back, it just says on the back from the little piece of story that he built this suit when he teamed up with the Guardians of the Galaxy. I personally don't remember that. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I don't remember him in this suit, but I'm guessing if that's accurate, and if he did, then he did. And if this is what the suit looks like, I did look up a couple pictures of the suit, and it's pretty accurate. So don't have a problem with that. As long as something is accurate, I don't mind if we got an Iron Man figure, because, I mean, you can never have, with Iron Man, you can never have too many suits with Iron Man. He's always upgrading his suits and building new ones. So I don't have a problem with it, to be honest with you. So yeah, definitely love this body sculpt. Keep pumping these body sculpts out for Iron Man. I like them a lot. And yeah. Definitely 2 thumbs up. I do like this figure. I like the paint scheme. I like the new head sculpt. Looks pretty cool. It looks kind of Ultron-esque. Let me just get in here for a second. Kind of looks like Ultron a little bit. If you put some wings here on his head. Looks a little Ultron with the open mouth here. Hey, it's just me. But yeah, overall, I think he's a solid figure. Definitely 2 thumbs up. It's a different look for Iron Man. I guess if you want to call him the cosmic suit, you could call it that. Yeah, so far, a very solid wave. We're just waiting on Gamora. I purchased her from eBay, so I'm waiting on her to get shipped to me. But other than that, this wave is a very solid wave so far. And I'm going to do a whole entire wave overview. So stay tuned for that. And in the wave overview, I'm going to do a couple size comparisons with a couple other figures I didn't get a chance to do in the review. So stay tuned for that. And if you want to check out the Nova review, it'll be in the description box below. But that's pretty much it for, I'll just call it Cosmic Iron Man here. 2 thumbs up, like I said. I recommend him. Easier figure to find in the wave as well. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you for watching as always. And I will see you guys on the flip side.